Hey everyone and welcome. Today we're going to tackle one of India's most sacred pilgrimages, the Amarnath Yatra. We are going to break down absolutely everything you need to know about taking the helicopter route for 2025. You'll see how this incredible journey can be more accessible than you ever thought possible. So, let's dive right in.
Now look, the Amarnath Yatra is this incredibly profound journey of faith, right? But let's be real for a second. The traditional trek is also a massive physical challenge. It really demands a high level of fitness and some serious endurance.
And the difference is wow. It's night and day. The traditional trek from the Baltal base camp is a steep 14-kilometer climb, all uphill. But with the helicopter, you fly most of the way and are left with a much more manageable 6-kilometer walk to the Holy Cave. That is a huge, huge difference in effort.
So, let's focus on this modern solution. The helicopter service is really designed to make the pilgrimage possible for folks who might otherwise find that trek just way too difficult. It's a total game changer.
So you might be asking, why should I choose the helicopter? Well, the reasons are pretty compelling. It's safe, it's incredibly fast, and that makes it the perfect choice for older pilgrims or even families with kids who want to experience the darshan without all that physical strain. The flight lands you at Panjtarni, which puts you just 6 kilometers away from the Holy Cave.
All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, the question that's on everyone's mind. What's this going to cost?
For 2025, the official regulated one-way price is set at 2,800 rupees.
And just to be clear, that fare gets you from the Baltal helipad all the way up to Panjtarni, which is the closest you can land to the cave.
But, for most pilgrims, a round trip just makes more sense, and for that, you're looking at 5,500 rupees.
Yep, that ticket covers your flight from Baltal to Panjtarni and, of course, the journey back down. It makes the whole trip incredibly seamless.
And here's the really important part. It's all about transparency. These prices are fixed by the Shri Amarnath Shrine Board, the SASB. The fare includes all your taxes, there are absolutely no hidden charges, and every single authorized operator charges the exact same amount, so you can book with total confidence.
Okay, so you know the price, you see the benefits. Now, how do you actually book it? Let's walk through the process together.
The whole process is surprisingly straightforward. You just pop over to an authorized portal, like helicopterbooking.org, pick your route, select your date, then you just have to upload a couple of key documents, make the secure payment, and boom, your e-ticket shows up right on your phone through WhatsApp and in your email.
So, what are those documents you need to have ready? It's super simple. Just two things: a valid ID and your Yatra registration slip. And I really want to stress this next point because it's a big one. That Yatra registration slip, or permit, it's not optional. It's absolutely mandatory for every single pilgrim. And you have to arrange this before you even try to book your helicopter ticket. Think of it as your golden ticket for the whole process.
Okay, so booking sounds easy enough, but I know what you're probably thinking. How reliable is this service, really, especially up in the mountains? It's a totally fair question.
And the answer is, it's actually very reliable. The service runs daily throughout the whole Yatra season, which is usually July and August. Now, the one big variable, of course, is the weather. Safety comes first, so all flights are weather permitting. But the good news is, if your flight does get canceled, there are really clear policies for refunds or getting you on another flight.
So, this all leads to that final big planning question. When is the absolute best time to book these tickets?
And the answer here couldn't be simpler. As early as you possibly can. I'm not kidding. Booking officially opens up in May, and believe me, the tickets for the most popular dates get snatched up fast. So please, don't wait until the last minute on this one.
All right, we have covered a ton of ground, so let's just do a quick recap of the most important things you need to remember for your journey.
Okay, let's nail down the essentials. The numbers to remember: 2,800 rupees for one way, 5,500 for a round trip. The one document you absolutely cannot forget: your Yatra permit. And the single best piece of advice I can give you: book the second those slots open in May.
And really, it all boils down to this simple idea. When you plan ahead and book early, you're not just getting a ticket. You're giving yourself a smoother, more peaceful, and ultimately a more blessed experience at the Holy Cave.
This kind of leaves us with a pretty fascinating thought. As technology makes these sacred remote sites more and more accessible, is this blend of modern convenience and ancient faith the future of pilgrimage? It's definitely something to think about.